Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the play-by-play between the New York Yankees and Kansas City Royals. Game will start here in about 10 minutes at 7:40. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday evening? Hopefully you're all having a good evening. Hopefully you're all having a good start to the week. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you're new to the channel, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. What is going on, folks? What is going on? I appreciate it. What is going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Everybody feeling all right? Everybody good? I hope. Well, what is up? What is up? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Who do we have in the chat? We got Beagle, Pito, Susan, Desiree, Stephen B. What's going on, folks? What's going on? Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? What is up? What is up? So game's about to start here. I'm definitely watching it on MLB TV. I am not going to listen to the Yes Network. Absolutely not. But we got Max Fried on the mound, ERA of 1.78 in 81 innings pitched, 77 strikeouts, 18 walks. And he's going up against a young pitcher in Noah Cameron. All right, he's got a 2-1 record, 0.85 ERA. But Max Fried, though, this season he's looked fantastic. He's looked great this season. You know, we talked about it during the pregame. Once again, a great signing by the New York Yankees. What's up, Daniel Berry? What's up? How's it going, dude? How are you? What is up? What is up? What is up? So, yeah. Well, we got, looks like in the Yes booth or the Yes Network, we got David Cohn and I think that's Justin Shackle talking. They'll be calling the game there on the Yes Network. The game is going to be on TBS, but for anybody that is wondering, I'm not much of a TBS guy personally, but that's just me. Well, let me know what you all think. But the game should start here in less than 10 minutes. So we got a little bit of time on our hands. So if you need to go grab a drink, grab a snack, grab some dessert, or grab something healthy. I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever your heart desires. Stephen B says he's got some seedless watermelon. He's cutting it up now. Watermelon is always good in the summertime. One of the best fruits you can eat in the summer. Love a good watermelon. Love watermelon. What's up, Sean? What's going on, dude? What is up? What is up? We got Big Blue in the Bronx. What's up there? I think it's Alex. I'm sorry. I know I keep asking, but either way, what's up to Big Blue in the Bronx? Alex, Luca, shout out to my boys over there. Make sure you all go subscribe to their channel. They do a good job over there. I'm going to have to get you boys on, man. I got to get you boys on a show with Dylan. That last show I did with you guys was actually a lot of fun. No doubt. So let me send this text here. Yeah, we're good. Texas Liberty, what's up? What up, Beagle? You got to go cook early. Y'all made me so hungry. That's what we do, man. That's why that's why we talk about food, is because everybody is eating something a little different, right? So you might get an idea. So if you don't know what you're gonna eat, people in the chat might help you, right? They might help you with your decision. So when you get a craving, it'll help with the cravings. And then, what is it? What did you cook up, Texas? Some burgers? Because there was a lot of burger talk during the beat pregame. What up, DM? What's going on, dude? How are you? Thanks for joining. Desiree, making salad with chicken Alfredo. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Wonder what the players be eating. I know players always. I'm sure there's some sort of diet that the players are on. Gotta wonder what they eat. You're gonna do some reading today. What are you gonna read there, Beagle? What are you gonna eat? Watermelon. Expired chicken parm. Jeez, Walker, you really trying to get sick, dude? Oh, Lord of the Rings books. Okay. So you're a big Lord of the Rings fan. The movies were great. I did like the movies. Never read the books though. Why is YouTube killing you there, Stephen B? What's going on? Is YouTube poisoning your mind? You're active and it drops you. Wait, what? Nah, understood. Understood. Yeah, I never read the books. Yeah, Beagle's number one. Desiree and Susan at number 3. That's your top 3 right now. I have a feeling Desiree and Susan are gonna make some waves here. Desiree finished at number 1 at the end of the pregame stream. I thought that was crazy. Desiree is still the queen of the chats. Rodney, what's up, Rodney? How's it going, dude? How are you, Rodney? How you doing? What's going on? Shout out to Rodney. The books are worth it. There are too many changes in the story and dialogue from the text of the books to the script of the movie. Yeah, the books are always going to be better for the most part, right? So, yeah, I can't say I ever read the books, but I'll take your word for it. 2 queens and a bunch of bums. Any predictions for the game? Well, I gave my pregame predictions during the pregame, man. So, scores, I'm going 9-3. Home runs, I said Goldschmidt, Judge, and DJ. I think Max Fried's going to go 8 innings, 9 strikeouts, is going to have a walk and give up a run. The Yankees are going to hit into 2 double plays. And the Yankees are going to leave. They'll leave 6 men on base. So that's what I think. You don't think it'll be a pretty win there, Stephen B? I understand. Not every win is going to be pretty. I mean, that's just the way baseball goes. What's up, Ronald? How's it going? Baseball does not have pretty wins all the time. It's not going to always be pretty. But, that's kind of like a preview for the playoffs, right? For the postseason. Sometimes, sometimes wins in the postseason are not always the prettiest. Sometimes, it's like your team is up and then all of a sudden the other team ties up the game. They give up the lead. And then next thing you know, the game could go into extra innings and the Yankees could, the team wins it in extra innings. There's always going to be these back and forth games. It's not, I suppose if every game was perfect and it was a blowout, then you would question whether or not it's scripted, Ronnie says, fellas, I understand. I get it. A few jokers. We even have an ace. Oh, man. The game should start here in about a minute. And it looks like we are back at Yankee Stadium. So we know Noah Cameron will be on the mound. I'll get the game cast up. DM says, I feel like the bats are right there. They have an off day sometimes, but more consistently when we better pitching. Yeah. Well, Yankees need help in the pitching for sure. I agree there, Beagle. I agree. Even though Rodon had a rough start there against the Red Sox, but he was due for one. I'll say that. He was definitely due for one. Goldschmidt, Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, Volpe, Chisholm, Dominguez, DJ, Wells. That is your starting lineup. Max Fried so far in his career against the Royals has a 2-0 record. Let's see if he can go 3-0. And we have Noah Cameron on the mound for the Royals. 5 starts, 2-1 record, .85 ERA, 31 and 2/3 innings pitched. So hometown hero, true 5-pitch mix over the top release. That's a scouting report for Noah Cameron. So let's see how he does here against the New York Yankees. They are not familiar with each other. So first time Cameron's facing the Yankees. Yankees first time facing Cameron. So first time for everybody. Royals defense in the outfield: Mark Canha, Drew Waters, Jack Caglione. Yeah. Apologize. Infield: Garcia, Witt Jr., India, Perez. At the dish, you have Furman, and DHing is Pasquantino. And we are underway here as Paul Goldschmidt is leading things off. It's 1-0 to Paul Goldschmidt. 1-0 is now 1 ball, 1 strike to Goldschmidt. Game is underway here in the top of the first. And the 1-1. And Goldschmidt hits a grounder to Witt Jr. He throws over to first. And we have 1 away here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. And my man Ace is in the building. Chia, what up? We got Welkin. Petruzzi, you're not the king, bro. You're definitely not the king. But what's up, Petruzzi? My man Ace is in the building. What up, Ace? I know he's doing the play-by-play right now. What up, Ace? Grisham takes ball 1. It is 1-0 to Trent Grisham. He's batting .240 with 13 homers, 27 ribbies, an OPS of .825. The 1-0 pitch just misses, a little high. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Trent Grisham. As Cameron sets here on the 2-0. And the pitch, 3-0, just outside. 3 balls, no strikes here to Trent Grisham. As Cameron sets here on the 3-0. And the pitch. It's a 4-pitch walk to Trent Grisham. So Grisham will take first base. And that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. So let's see what Judge does with a runner on first as he sets in here. He's batting .396 with 23 homers, 55 ribbies, a .1264 OPS. As Cameron sets, here's the pitch. Judge takes ball 1. It is 1-0 to Aaron Judge. Cameron sets on the 1-0. And the pitch. 2-0 now. So 6 straight balls there from Cameron. Cameron sets on the 2-0. And here's the pitch. Judge hits that ball deep into left field, and that ball is long gone. It's a 2-run home run for Aaron Judge, and just like that, the Yankees are on the board. Let's freaking go. There's one of my home runs. You're the captain. And just like that, the Yankees are on the board 2-0. That was a 469-foot home run, 117.9 exit velo. Holy crap. The Yankees are on the board 2-0. Let's go. And that'll bring Cody Bellinger to the plate now. Judge is on fire. Judge is on fire. And they are celebrating in the dugout here, folks. As this brings up Cody Bellinger, he takes strike 1. It is 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. The 0-1 is 1 ball, 1 strike now. Cameron sets on the 1-1 and the pitch. And it's a grounder. Hit to India as he throws over to first to Perez. That is 2 outs. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. Here we go with the Volpe comments. Go ahead, bring it on. I need a good laugh. But what a blast by Judge. Oh, my God. That was just disgusting. Let's see what Anthony Volpe does with 2 outs. Let's see if he can keep this inning alive. And first pitch to Volpe is strike 1. It is 0-1 to Anthony Volpe, who's batting .244 with 8 homers, 37 ribbies, an OPS of .772. And the 0-1 pitch. Whoa. 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. As Cameron sets on the 1-1, here's the pitch. And Volpe, that ball is fair. And he's on there with a single. Oh, he's going 2. Is he going to make it? Oh, and he made it. What a hustle by Anthony Volpe as he keeps this inning alive. Let's go. And they do rule that a double. Good hustle there by Volpe. Oh, man. I don't think anybody expected that. Oh, man. Let's go. See all these Volpe comments. He's listening. He's listening. He's seeing all the comments. And he hit a double. Let's see if somebody comes into the chat and makes a mention of it. I'll be waiting. But we got a runner on second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. comes to the plate now. As Cameron is looking at Volpe. Here's the pitch to Jazz. And Jazz hits a grounder to India. And that'll end the inning here, folks. But the Yankees are on the board. It's a 2-0 lead on a 2-run blast from Aaron Judge. A 2-run bomb from Aaron Judge. Let's go. But we're going to a commercial break. Bottom of the first coming up. And the Yankees are on the board 2-0. But let's go. Let's friggin' go. What is up? How are we feeling about this lead? We like the 2-0 lead. Wife's happy that you're cutting up the watermelons. Yeah. She's still unhappy because you didn't make any cheesecake. Yeah, that was definitely out of the stadium. Susan's in shock. Vulcan says I might be wrong about Volpe. Desiree says, wow. DM says Volpe to Volcano. Yeah, he has produced somewhat lately. Better to be lucky than good at times. He hasn't been 0-4 in a while. This is true. Let's rock and roll, Jazz. Yeah, not so much. Volpe didn't expect that. He surprises anyone. Oh, there's Nosebleed. He's coming in with the Volpe hate. Like, let's see all the Volpe hate. I'm just waiting for a particular someone to come in and say something about the Volpe stuff. Oh, man. However, DJ has to hit. Well, let's see if DJ comes through on the home run prediction for me. Maybe he does. Maybe he won't. We'll see. But the Yankees are on the board 2-0. We're in a commercial break. So Royals starting lineup: Jonathan India, Bobby Witt Jr., Michael Garcia, Pasquantino Perez. Oh, what is going on here? MLB Network or MLB TV kind of tripping over here. Might have to reset. Why are you tripping? Susan. Desiree says she's about to eat that bomb from Judge. Yeah, no doubt. That was great. But let me fix this here. I don't know why MLB TV is. I don't get it sometimes. You're watching a game. You're like, they got the game on, and all of a sudden there's like a commercial that comes on. Yeah. All right. So we're back to the game here, folks. I do apologize. But we got Max Fried on the mound. Jonathan India is leading things off. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jonathan India. As Fried sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Jonathan India. As Fried sets here on the 2-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Fried could get his second strike out of the game. As India steps back into the batter's box, Fried sets here on the 2-2 against India. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled. Still staying alive. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Jonathan India. Yankees defense, Dominguez, Grisham, Bellinger. In the outfield, infield, you got Jazz, Volpe, DJ, Goldschmidt. Aaron Judge is DHing. Wells is at the dish. Brian Walsh is your home plate umpire. He is pitcher friendly. And a 2-2. Full count to Jonathan India. And Bobby Witt Jr. is waiting on deck. As Fried sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Strike out of the game for Max Fried. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. .84 degrees in Kansas City. And that brings up Bobby Witt Jr. to the plate. Let's see what Witt Jr. does as Fried pitches for ball 1. It is 1-0 to Bobby Witt, who's batting .291, 8 homers, 37 ribbies, an OPS of .842. And Fried sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Fried shaking off the pitches from Wells. Gets a signal. Sets here on the 2-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. That was a 92-mile-per-hour sinker. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Bobby Witt Jr. Fried sets on the 2-1. And the pitch is foul back, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. Let's see if Fried could get his second strike out of the game. Let's see if he goes back-to-back here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Yankees have a 2-0 lead here at the bottom of the first. As Fried sets here against Witt Jr. And the 2-2 is grounded to Volpe. Throws over to first. And we have 2 away now here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Michael Garcia to the plate. Let's see if Garcia could keep this inning alive for the Royals. Let's see if Fried could have a 1-2-3 inning. As Fried sets here against Garcia. And the pitch. Strike 1. It is 0-1 to Garcia. No balls, 1 strikes to Michael Garcia. As Fried sets on the 0-1 and the pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Garcia. Fried gets a signal. He sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch is a grounder. Hit to DJ. He throws over to first for out number 3. A nice little start there from Max Fried. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And we are going to the top of the second. And Dominguez, LeMahieu, Wells will be due up at the top of the second. We are, once again, in a commercial break. What is up? What is up? Yeah, that's cool, Stephen B. Volpe fielding any play makes any heart race. He makes it look scary close. Oh, the Volpe comments. Nah, I don't need a picture there, Stephen B. I'm good, but just enjoy the watermelon. Well, let's freaking go. Let's go, Yankees. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. We're almost to that 1,700 mark. He gives her watermelon instead of a cheesecake. Oh, Ronnie instigating over here. Uh-oh, he's trying to stir up some trouble. Oh, snap. I'm going to go say what's up to Ace real quick. See what my boy Ace is doing. Yeah, well, the Yankees need to get their they need to get their what do you call it? Their revenge against Boston this weekend. All right. We are back to the game here. And we got Dominguez leading things off here in the top of the second. He takes strike one. Dominguez right now batting 236 with 6 homers, 25 ribbies, 730 OPS. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2 to the Martian. No balls, 2 strikes as he asks for time from the umpire as he steps out of the batter's box to reset himself. What's up, Brad? The 0-2 as Dominguez grounds that foul. Still no balls, 2 strikes to Jason Dominguez. And that pitch is outside. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dominguez. And let's see what Dominguez could do. The 1-2. And that ball is popped up. Who's going to make the play? No play is made. That ball drops. And Dominguez is on there with a single to lead things off. Hit a little blooper. Good job to Dominguez. So Dominguez is on there with a single to right field. So good job to Dominguez to get things started here as he takes his lead there at first base. And here we have DJ LeMahieu, who takes ball 1. DJ LeMahieu right now in 20 games, batting 258, 2 homers, 9 ribbies, an OPS of 704 in 20 games. As Cameron sets here on the 1-0. Looks at first. And here's a throw over as Dominguez gets back to first base. As Cameron sets on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. DJ fouls that back. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to DJ LeMahieu. And we got Austin Wells waiting on deck here, folks. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to DJ as DJ calls time. Umpire grants it. As Cameron sets here on the 1-1, the pitch. It's a grounder hit back to Cameron, and DJ grounds out for out number 1. Dominguez goes to second, so now we have a runner on second with 1 out, and that'll bring up Austin Wells. Yankees have an opportunity here to get another run. Let's see what Wells does here against Cameron. Wells is batting .221 with 10 homers, 36 ribbies, OPS 743, 55 games. Cameron sets here against Wells. And the pitch. Did he go? He did not. It is 1-0 to Austin Wells. As Cameron sets here against Wells. He checks Dominguez and the 1-0 pitch. Did he go? Yes or no? Well, he didn't go, but umpire said that was a strike. I thought it was a ball. Personally, I thought it was a little bit low, but that's okay. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now. As Wells steps back into the batter's box. Cameron sets on the 1-1. And the pitch is popped up in foul territory, but it is out of play. Didn't know where the ball was. But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. All right, Cameron sets here on the 1-2 against Wells. And the pitch. Wells hits it a grounder to third, and Wells grounds out for out number 2. Dominguez stays put at second base, and we are back to the top of the lineup, so that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt. So let's see if Goldschmidt could keep this inning alive. Let's see if he can drive Dominguez in. First pitch to Goldschmidt is strike 1. Goldschmidt is 0 for 1 in tonight's game so far. Cameron sets on the 0-1. And the pitch is 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. So Cameron, doesn't waste any time. Looks like he likes to work quick. I mean, as soon as he gets the signal, he likes to go. The 0-2. As Goldschmidt fouls it off, still staying alive, still no ball, 2 strikes. As Cameron gets the signal, he sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Goldschmidt strikes out. That is out number 3. Yankees do leave a runner stranded. They do get a hit. We're going to the bottom of the second here, folks. Bottom of the second. Still a 2-0 lead. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Yeah, so far he's 0 for 2. The game is still young, Susan. Maybe he might have a better game. Maybe Volpe hits a home run. Here, I'll start a little controversy. Man, if he pitches a no there, DM, that would be awesome. I'll love to see that. Call it and announce it here. Stephen B's doing. Susan says, "Don't hold your breath." Oh, don't worry, I won't. Yeah, you got your watermelon. I've never seen you so happy before, man. I know you're always happy about your cheesecake, but okay. Now we know watermelon keeps Stephen B very happy. Stephen B is number one in the community. Then Beagle, then DM, then Desiree and Susan 4 and 5. Ronnie's 6. Oh man. Yeah, watermelon is yummy. Watermelon's sweet. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I love a good watermelon. Yeah. Game should start here shortly. Let me do this here real quick. All right, we're back to the game. Freed against Pasquantino, and it's a grounder on the first pitch. Does Jazz get him? No, Pasquantino beats it out. It was a slow little roller. Jazz was charging towards it. It's a good throw, but just couldn't get him out. So it'll be an infield single here. Good effort there by Jazz. Yeah, that was a good effort, but yeah, Pasquantino just beats it out. That'll bring up Salvador Perez to the plate with Pasquantino on first. So let's see what Freed does here against Salvador Perez. As Perez pops that one up, you got a few guys running after. Who's going to make the play? And nobody makes the play. Oh, that is bad. Now we got two runners on, first and second. Looks like there was no communication there. Everybody was running towards it, and nobody said, I got it. Yeah, Perez pops that one up. You had Volpe going. I mean, Grisham was the furthest away. You could easily say Volpe could have had it. Maybe Dominguez. But Mark Canna's coming to the plate, so two men on. So Freed has himself in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the second. So nobody out with runners on first and second. And we got Mark Canna at the plate. So things could get a little ugly here as Freed checks Pasquantino. Here's the first pitch to Canna for strike one. It is 0-1 to Canna. And here's a grounder. This could be two. There's one. Oh, no, they could not get the double play. They got the runner out on second. Canna's safe at first. So we got runners on first and third. Caglione is coming to the plate. I think this was the guy that the Royals had called up recently, if I'm not mistaken. And the crowd's on their feet. The Royals fans are on their feet for this guy. Making a lot of noise here. First career game at Kauffman Stadium. He made his MLB debut last Tuesday. Yeah, so it's his debut. So let's see what Caglione can do here. And first pitch is fouled. It is 0-1 to Caglione. Seems like a pretty big dude here. He's got some good size on him. But we got runners on first and third with one out. Freed trying to get himself out of a jam here. As Fried sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now. Let's see if Fried could get his second strikeout of the game. As Fried sets here on the 0-2. And a pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Jack Caglione. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Caglione. And Fried. Whoa. That was slick. As Canna gets back to first base. Almost had him. That was pretty good. That would have been awesome if you picked him off there at first base. Almost had him. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Caglione, who got called up last week by the Royals. As Fried sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. It's a 2-2 count to Caglione. Freddie Furman waiting on deck. As Fried sets here on the 2-2 pitch. And it's a broken bat. So let's see if they make it. Oh, what a play there by DJ as he tosses it with his glove to first. That is out number 2, but that does drive in Pasquantino. The Pasquantino will score. It is now a 2-1 game with a runner on second with 2 outs. But nice little toss there by DJ with the glove to Goldschmidt. Really the only way you were going to get him out. So good job by DJ. But the Royals are on the board with their first run of the game, and we have Freddie Furman at the plate now. So tying run is on second base for the Royals. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. It is 1-0 to Freddie Furman. Fried sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch. It is 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Freddie Furman. As Fried sets here on the 2-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strikes. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Furman. As Fried sets here on the 2-1. Checks Canna at second. And the pitch. And it's a grounder. Fried picks it up. Throws to first, and he gets him out for out number 3. But the Royals are on the board. It's a 2-1 game. And we are going to the top of the third here, folks. Grisham, Judge, Bellinger due up. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do here in the top of the third. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, since Gusto ain't here, Stephen B. Yeah, truth. He's out there in the Philippines enjoying himself. What's up, Nabes? How's it going, man? Says, let's go Yankees. Score 10 more. Absolutely. Yeah, they need to get some runs in this next inning. Agreed. Yeah, can't lead the game by 1 run. That just cannot happen. – Gusto's timing the locals out in the Philippines. Yeah, probably. So much for a pitching duel. Ronnie says he's going to be rich. But how's everybody's week going? Anybody have anything fun planned this week, or is everybody working? Are you all doing anything exciting this week? Well, let's talk. Let's talk about it since we're in a commercial break. What's going on? Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And while you all do that, let's check this. Who are the top fans right now? All right, Stephen B, Beagle, and Petruzzi in the top 3. Desiree and Susan are slipping right now. Nice, Jared. So Nades is going for a new job and just did the 3rd interview. So any prayers? All right, well, wish you the best there, buddy. Ronnie getting ready for his back surgery. Ooh, Sunday going to Hamilton. Nice, Susan. All right, so let's get back to the game here. We have Trent Grisham at the plate leading things off. And it's one ball, 1 strike now to Trent Grisham. Yankees have a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 3rd. The 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Oh, you got Patrick Mahomes at the game. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham as he steps back into the batter's box. And a 1-2. Whoa, and Grisham strikes out. So 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. It is 1 ball, no strike here to Aaron Judge. Let's see what Judge does in his second at bat. He had a 2-run blast in the last inning that put the Yankees on the board. As Judge takes strike 1, it is 1 ball, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. And a 1-1. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Judge here calls time as he steps back into the batter's box here. And Cameron sets on the 1-2 and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Cameron. We have 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. And now we have Cody Bellinger. It's an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. As Cameron sets, here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1-1 count to Cody Bellinger. We have 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. Yankees have a 2-1 lead. Bellinger's 0 for 1 in tonight's game so far. And 1-1. 2-1 now to Cody Bellinger. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a 2-1. Bellinger hits a grounder. Nope. Umpire says it's foul. Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. It's a 2-2 count to Cody Bellinger. As Cameron sets here on the 2-2 and the pitch. Did he go? He did not go. Third base umpire said it is a full count to Cody Bellinger. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Bellinger could keep this inning alive. As Cameron sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Bellinger hits that ball into right field, but it is foul. We'll do this again. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. As Cameron sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Bellinger fouls it back. Still staying alive, still battling here. Cameron sets here on the 3-2 and the payoff. It is a grounder, and Michael Garcia is right there to make the play. Throws over to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third coming up. Waters, India, Witt Jr. coming up. So, Father's Day weekend barbecue for Nosebleed. Let's go. We are in a commercial break. Hopefully everybody's having a good evening. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. If you're new, share this channel out. Greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. They do need an explosive offensive performance. I mean, so far, though, Cameron's doing all right here against the Yankees bats. Hopefully Fried can have a better inning. Bottom of the third here will be coming up. Well, let's check these. Who's at the top? Who's at the top here? Stephen B. still claiming a number 1 spot. Yeah, Max Fried, I mean, from what I noticed, he'll have there's an inning where he struggles, but then he does get in this groove and starts to have he has a pretty decent outing. So, let's see what he does here in the bottom of the third. Hopefully it's a better outing. Yes, indeed, folks. So did everybody end up eating a burger tonight or what? Did everybody end up eating burgers since we talked about burgers at the pregame? All right, we're back to the game here. Fried's back on the mound. As Drew Waters will lead things off for the Royals. First pitch, ball 1. 1-0 to Drew Waters, who's batting .273 with a homer, 13 ribbies, an OPS of .678. As Fried sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes now. As Fried sets here on the 2-0. And the pitch. There's a grounder. Fried gets it, throws it, fires, gets him out of there for out number 1. Nice job by Max Fried. So we have 1 away here in the bottom of the third. All right, we have Jonathan India at the plate. He takes ball 1. As Fried sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch. It's a grounder hit to Volpe as he throws over to first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the third. And Bobby Witt Jr. comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. As Fried sets here against Witt Jr. for strike 1. It's 0-2 to Bobby Witt. As Fried sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Fried 7-0 so far. And following the Yankees, games following Yankee loss, 7-0, .570 ERA. Yeah, good numbers there. As Fried sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Garcia's waiting on deck. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. It's a 2-1 game. Yankees are leading. As Fried sets here on the 2-2. And the pitch. Witt Jr. hits that ball to left field. But Dominguez is right there to make the play for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the fourth coming up. Yankees still leading 2-1. Yes, indeed. Yankees still leading, but the bats, they got to get going here. They got to get going here in the 4th inning. The Yankees got to get some more runs. But we are in a commercial break. We are here in a commercial break. But how's everybody doing? Yeah, 2. I prefer 3. Yeah, Stanton got 2 hits tonight. I was seeing that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Stanton's back for the Boston series. He said he didn't know if he was going to be back, but we'll find out soon enough. Susan has the crown right now, for real? I haven't checked. Hold on. She does have the crown. Oh, snap. Stephen B is at 2. Beagle's at 3. Desiree's at 4. Oh, man. Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, that'll be cool for can't wait to see Big G come back, man. Her and Legs finished 1 and 2. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so Giancarlo was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, walking the first rehab game today with Double-A Somerset. And here we have Anthony Volpe leading things off here in the top of the fourth. He was 1-for-1 with a double in his first at bat. And he takes strike one from Noah Cameron. And the 0-1. And it's a check swing, but foul. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. Or 0-2 to Anthony Volpe, sorry. The 0-2. And Volpe strikes out for out number 1. Let's see the Volpe comments. Yeah, Susan's favorite player is Anthony Volpe. We got Jazz Chisholm at the plate here, folks. He's 0-for-1. He grounded out in the first inning. So let's see what Jazz does here in the second at bat as he calls time. And first pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 to Jazz. And the 0-1. It is 0-2 now to Jazz Chisholm. Cameron already with 4 strikeouts tonight. Looking for his 5th here against Jazz. As Cameron sets on the 0-2 and the pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jazz Chisholm. Dominguez is waiting on deck. It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jazz. As Jazz pops that ball up into right field. It looks like it's playable. And Caglione makes the play for out number 2, and that'll bring up Dominguez to the plate, who is 1-for-1 in tonight's game. So let's see if Dominguez can keep this inning alive. And first pitch to Dominguez is ball 1. 1-0 to Dominguez, who's 1-for-1 in tonight's game. Had a single in the second inning. As Cameron sets on the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominguez. Nobody on base. Yankees have a 2-1 lead with 2 outs. As Cameron sets on the 1-1 and the pitch is fouled off. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is a 1-2 count now to Noah or to Jason Dominguez. Cameron already at 60 pitches here, folks. As he sets here on the 1-2 and the pitch. Ball in dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even for Dominguez. And 2-2. Full count. Full count for the Martian. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cameron sets here on the 3-2. And here's the payoff. Is popped up in right field. Let's see if this is another blooper. And it is! As Dominguez has another single, another blooper, similar hit. As he keeps this inning alive, he's 2-for-2 in tonight's game, and that brings up DJ LeMahieu, who was 0-for-1 in tonight's game. So good job to Dominguez. Dominguez getting a couple of hits from the right side of the plate. Anybody else seen that? I know I am. And here we have DJ LeMahieu. Let's see if he could keep this inning alive. As Cameron sets here against DJ. And the pitch, strike one, 0-1. That was an 82-mile-per-hour changeup. It is 0-1 to DJ LeMahieu. As Cameron sets on the 0-1 and the pitch. And DJ would have hit. He gets a hit. Back-to-back hits here with 2 outs by the New York Yankees. And this brings up Austin Wells to the plate. So Yankees have an opportunity here with 2 outs to get some runs in. So nice piece of hitting there by DJ LeMahieu. So back-to-back singles here. One by Dominguez, one by DJ. Wells is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. As Cameron sets here against Wells. And the pitch is low for ball 1. It is 1-0 to Austin Wells. He is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. He grounded out in the second inning. As Cameron sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch. Strike one. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Austin Wells. Cameron waiting for the signal. Gets the signal here on the 1-1. Looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike now. 2 balls, 1 strike to Austin Wells. Yankees have an opportunity here with a couple of runners on. As Wells steps back into the batter's box. Cameron sets here on the 2-1. And the pitch. Wells fouls it off. It's even now. The count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Paul Goldschmidt is waiting on deck. As Cameron sets here against Wells. And the 2-2 pitch. Wells fouls it off, making him work, battling over here. Cameron right now at 70 pitches. So Yankees bats are making him work. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. As Cameron sets here against Wells. And to 2-2 pitch. Oh! Wells said he called time. Umpire grants it. That pitch did not count. Umpire says play on. As Wells is back into the batter's box. And here we go. As Cameron sets here against Wells. And a 2-2 pitch. Full count. Runners will get a head start. Runners will go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. Runners are going to go. As Cameron sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Wells fouls it off. Wells is battling here against Cameron. As Cameron sets here on the 3-2 against Wells. And the payoff. Wells fouls it back in foul territory. Yep, out of play. Wells is staying alive. So Austin Wells battling here against Cameron. Little battle going on here. So Cameron has thrown 24 pitches in this inning so far. That's the most he's thrown all game. As Cameron sets here against Wells. And the payoff. And Wells hits that ball deep into right field. Looking up, looking back. It is Con, let's go! It's a 3-run home run by Austin Wells. Let's go! And just like that, the Yankees take a 5-1 lead now. What a blast by Wells. Was anybody expecting that? Did anybody have a Wells prediction? Be honest. Woo! That ball, was gone. I thought it was caught for a minute there, but nah, that ball was way gone. And the Yankees have a 5-1 lead here in the top of the fourth on a 3-run blast from Austin Wells. And it looks like they're having a little meeting there on the mound. Wow, that was awesome. Wells ain't so bad, Ronnie says. All right. Well, this brings up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. He's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. Yankees keeping this inning alive with 2 outs. Let's see if Goldschmidt can continue. And Goldschmidt hits that ball into center field, but it is playable. And Waters will make the play for out number 3. But the Yankees get 3 more on a 3-run home run by Austin Wells. And the Yankees have a 5-1 lead here. And we are going into the bottom of the fourth here, folks. What a blast that was. Wells gave that one a ride. Let's go. But we are in a commercial break here. Bottom of the fourth will be coming up. That was probably about 27 pitches right there. But good battle there by Wells and it paid off. He got that 3-run home run. Let's go. Well, Yankees have a little bit of breathing room now, so they're up by 4 runs. It's exactly what we wanted. Yeah. That was Wells' 11th homer. That had an exit velo of 100.2. That was a 381-foot home run. Not bad, not bad. You hanging them, we banging them. Ha! Yeah, I don't know who your third. I don't remember, dude. But the bottom of the fourth will start here shortly. Yeah, Wallace just needs to get more consistent. I love that he hits those bombs. I do. I just need, he needs to get more hits, get on base, man. All right. Bottom of the fourth here will be starting. Garcia will lead things off here as he takes ball 1. So we got Garcia, Pasquantino, and Salvador Perez due up here in the bottom of the fourth. Garcia is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. As Fried sets here on the 0-1. Or 1-0, excuse me. It is 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes here to Michael Garcia. Fried just threw his 40th pitch, so his pitch count looking really good right now. As Fried sets on the 2-0. And the pitch is in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Garcia. Yankees have a 5-1 lead here. A 3-run blast from Austin Wells in the top of the fourth with 2 outs. As Fried sets on the 2-1. Here's the pitch. That is fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Fried sets here against Garcia. And the 2-2. Full count. Fried so far with only 1 strikeout, only gave up the 1 run, no walks. It's a full count now to Garcia as Fried sets on the 3-2. And the payoff is popped up in the infield, and Volpe makes the play. We have 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. As that brings up Vinny Pasquantino, who's 1 for 1 in tonight's game. He had an infield single in his last at bat. Last 22 games, really good. 415 average, 4 homers, 13 ribbies, a 1058 OPS. So Pasquantino in the last 22 games has been on fire. And the first pitch is popped up in foul territory. Jazz right there, and he makes the play. So 2 away now here in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up Salvador Perez. So Perez is 1 for 1. He had a single in the 2nd inning. As Fried sets here against Perez. Ball 1. 1-0 to Salvador Perez. Officially hour and 7 minutes into tonight's game. We are here in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. Yankees have a 5-1 lead as Fried sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Salvador Perez. As Perez steps back into the batter's box. Fried sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch is hit into right field. And it is fouled. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. He can get his 2nd strikeout today. As Fried sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. Salvador Perez staying alive. He fouls that one back. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, nobody on. Yankees have a 5-1 lead. As Fried sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. It's a grounder hit to Jazz, who throws over to first for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Max Fried. We're going to the top of the 5th. Yankees leading 5-1. And that'll bring up Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger. 2, 3, 4 batters coming up for the New York Yankees. So, top of the 5th coming up. How's everybody doing? Hey, I appreciate you all hanging out. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Getting close to that 1,700. What are you talking about, Petruzzi? Yeah, Perez can hit. I mean, Perez can hit some bombs too. You give him a pitch, you give him a meatball down the in the strike zone. Forget it, man. He'll knock that ball out of the park. Yeah, a few more runs. Imagine if Fried pitches 9 innings today. That would be awesome, but I don't see it, man. You just activated your for real? You set up a fantasy football league there, Rodney? That's what's up. That's cool, man. I'll turn on the comments. Oh, you're talking about Caglione? Judge Belly Martian home run? I mean, Judge already got his. I need Goldschmidt and DJ to hit a home run for my home run predictions. I mean, Martian's 2 for 2 there, Welkin. Goldie still doesn't have a hit, but yeah, the Martian he's 2 for 2. He hit 2 bloop singles. Dallas Strawberry's at the Mets game today. That's cool. A duck race for what, Stephen B? For your cheesecake? Yeah, we could do a duck race for your cheesecake. That's cool. Hey, you know what? A bloops or bloops, bro. It's still a hit. Still a hit. I'll take it, man. Desiree, just choose all the bad football players. You'll win, I promise. I could just see it now. Desiree is like, this dude, I'm gonna go after him. All right, we're back to the top of the fifth. Trent Grisham's at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Noah Cameron's back on the mound. So no balls, 1 strike here to Trent Grisham. And the 0-1. Grisham shows bunt. It is 0-2 now to Trent Grisham. No balls, 2 strikes. Cameron at 77 pitches. And the 0-2. Grisham fouls it back, staying alive. Still no balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. As Cameron sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. Yankees have a 5-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. Let's see if they'll add some more. And the 1-2. As Grisham hits a grounder to India, he throws over to first for out number 1. Grisham now 0 for 2 in tonight's game. And that brings up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. Noah Cameron at 80 pitches so far. So let's see what Judge does here in his third at bat. Will he get another homer? Hey, Ronnie, don't be hating on my couch. My couch is comfortable. It's great to sleep on. All right. Crack house, get out of here. 1 for 2. Judge is 1 for 2. Had a 2-run blast in the first inning. It's 1 ball, 1 strike down to Aaron Judge. The 1-1 swing and a miss by Judge. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Judge as Cameron sets. And here's the pitch. Did Judge go? First base umpire said he did not. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes now to the captain. Aaron Judge with a 53-game road on base streak, longest by Yankees since Derek Jeter, which was in the 06-07 season. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Judge strikes out. 2-way here in the top of the 5th. Cameron's 5th strikeout of the game. That slider was pretty filthy. And that brings up Cody Bellinger to the plate. He is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. Ball 1 to Cody Bellinger. And 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cody. As Cameron sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. As Bellinger fouls that one. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. Let's see if Bellinger could keep this inning alive. And 1-2. Swing and a miss. 6 strikeouts there for Cameron. As Bellinger strikes out, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Commercial break coming up. Ronnie, that couch is still better than where you've been. Ha! Take that, Rodney. Oh, man. All right. Still a 5-1 game. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Are we having a good time, folks? We having a good time. Everybody enjoying themselves. Are the Yankees going to get some more runs? Yeah, Cameron almost at 90 pitches. We got to do better. They're up 5-1. Welkin says my DP predictions are going to be wrong. Volpe never given an opportunity. That's probably a good thing, though, right? Wait, I got traded to the Yankees to play. Has traded for NFE to play third base for New York. Wait, when did this happen? Anybody else telling me? Or so I'm playing third base now for the Yankees? Is that? I am so confused. Oh, you saw it on ESPN? Oh, Jeff Passan reported it? Okay. Want DJ to keep playing? That's cool. Well, I guess I'm going to go play third base here, folks. I got Ryan Cashman just traded for me. I had no idea. That's crazy. Let's look at the top fans. Okay, Beagle's in number 1. Petruzzi at 2. DM is at 3. Susan at Desiree at 4. Susan at 5. Rodney at 6. Oh, man. All right. We are back to the game here. Fried is back on the mound. Mark Canha is leading things off here for the Royals. He takes strike 1. It is 0-1 to Mark Canha. He's 0 for 1 in tonight's game. As Fried sets on the 0-1. That is popped up. Shallow right. Who makes the play? DJ's right there to make the play. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And Caglione coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. The only RBI of the game, RBI ground out in his last at bat as Fried sets here against Caglione. As Fried sets here against Caglione. And it pitches inside for ball 1. It is 1-0 to Caglione. Fried sets on the 1-0. And the pitch. And that is lined right to Jazz for out number 2. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll bring up Freddie Furman to the plate, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Fried sets. Here's the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. 1-0 to Freddie Furman. Furman grounded out in his first at bat. As Fried sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Furman. Fried sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch is fouled back. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. 1 ball, strikes. He get his second strike of the game. Furman steps back into the batter's box. Fried sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch is outside, just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Furman. As Fried sets here on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. Furman fouls it off, still staying alive. As Fried sets against Furman, the 2-2 pitch. And Furman with a blooper to left field. He keeps the inning alive. He gets a single there. It's a 2-out single for Furman. And that'll bring up Drew Waters to the plate, who was 0 for 1 in tonight's game. So we got a runner on first now with Waters at the plate. Fried at 60 pitches in this game thus far. As Fried sets here against Waters. And the first pitch, ball 1, 1-0 to Drew Waters, who grounded out in his first at bat. As Fried sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch, it's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Waters. Fried with only 1 strikeout in tonight's game, has not given up a walk, gave up the 1 run on 3 hits. As Fried sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now. Let's play that 2-strike horn. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Water. 2 outs, runner on first. Fried get his second strikeout of the game. As Fried sets here on the 1-2 and the pitch is fouled. Waters still staying alive. Jonathan India is waiting on deck. As Fried sets here on the 1-2 and the pitch. And he struck him out looking. Second strikeout of the game. We are going to the top of the 6th here, folks. Yankees still have a 5-1 lead. Nice, Ace. I really want to go watch that movie. But you know what, Ace? I know you're gonna do. Hold up. I know you're gonna do a review on that. So I'm gonna look at your review before I go. So I'm gonna go based on your opinion there, Ace. So I hope it's a good review. But I definitely want to go. Definitely want to go check it out. But top of the 6th coming up here, folks. Yankees have a 5-1 lead. Once again, appreciate you all hanging out, all you guys and gals hanging out for the play-by-play. Appreciate the support as always. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, the ladies are slacking tonight. Ladies are slacking tonight. They're not at the top of the community leaderboard. What is going on here? Y'all just waiting for the end, aren't you? I know what's going on. They're just letting everybody have their fun right now, and then they're just gonna come back sneaking from behind. Beagle's just hanging out. That's cool, dude. But we are in a commercial game or commercial break. The game should resume here shortly. And here we have Anthony Volpe leading things off. He fouls off the first pitch against Cameron. It is 1 ball, 1 strike here to Anthony Volpe as Cameron sets on the 1-1 and the pitch. It is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. Cameron at 92 pitches as Cameron sets on the 2-1 and the pitch. Volpe fouls that one back. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes down to Anthony Volpe. And the 2-2 pitch. Volpe hits that ball. Witt Jr. makes the play. Does he get him? Yes, he does. So a nice play there by Witt Jr. to beat out Volpe as Volpe grounds out. Volpe, I thought Volpe would have been able to beat it out, but Witt Jr. made a nice play. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate as he takes ball 1. All right, it is 1 ball, 1 strike here. All right, the 1-1. And Jazz hits that ball deep into right field. Look it up, and it is off the wall. Jazz going for 2 here. And it is a 1-out double for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's go. Yeah, Jazz gave that ball a ride. So let's see what the Martian could do with 1 out with a runner on second. The Martian's 2 for 2 with 2 blooper singles today as he takes ball 1. So Clark is warming up in the bullpen for the Kansas City Royals. Cameron is at 98 pitches, pitch 99 incoming. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Dominguez. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to the Martian. Dominguez 2 for 2, scored a run. As Cameron sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. That pitch was inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Dominguez. As Cameron is at his 100th pitch right now. And the 2-1. 3-1 now to the Martian. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Cameron is officially over 100 pitches in tonight's game as he sets here on the 3-1 against Dominguez. And the pitch is broke down the ground and he hits it to third as Dominguez grounds out. And Jazz will remain on second. We have 2 away here in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu to the plate. And looks like that's going to do it for Cameron, as the manager of the Royals is coming out to take him out. And his night is over. And that'll bring in Clark to the plate to face DJ LeMahieu. So Taylor Clark will be coming in. So commercial break, pitching change. Yeah, well, Taylor Clark is coming in for the Royals. Yankees ruined his ERA. Yeah, they did. All right. So Yankees are up 5-1. It's 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. We have a pitching change coming up. So let's see if the Yankees can keep it alive here with DJ coming to the plate. What's up, Frederick? We got the other Jacob in the building. Let's check this board. Who are the top fans? Yeah, Stephen B, Beagle, and Petruzzi. The ladies are slacking. Just trying to get them motivated. That's why I'm saying it. Oh, man. But the game should resume here shortly. And it looks like it's going to. All right, Taylor Clark will take over here pitching duties for the Kansas City Royals. He's got an ERA of 1.29 in 12 games. He's allowed 2 runs, 14 innings pitched. So right-handed pitcher taking over for the Royals. And first pitch to DJ is ball 1. It is 1-0 to DJ LeMahieu. DJ is 1 for 2 in tonight's game. Had a single and also scored a run. Batting average right now at 266, OPS of 713, has a couple of homers. DJ calls time. As Clark sets here on the 1-0 and the pitch. That is called a strike. I don't think DJ liked that call. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Based on that replay, it looked like it was below the strike zone. As Clark sets here on the 1-1 and the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now to LeMahieu. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Runner on second. Yankees have a 5-1 lead as Clark sets on the 2-1. He checks on Jazz. Here's the pitch. DJ fouls that back. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. Let's see if the Yankees can add to this lead that they already have. And the 2-2. Jazz takes off. There he goes. And he is safe as the ball gets away. It is a full count to DJ LeMahieu. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a stolen base for Jazz Chisholm as he steals third base. So now we got a run around third with 2 outs. That's Jazz's 10th steal of the season. The ball hits his helmet, and he crashes into Garcia's knee. Hopefully he's all right. It got rocked a little bit there, you can tell. Oof, yeah, right into his shin. Oh, God. I know that hurt. All right, training staff is out there. Hopefully he's all right, man. He just came back from getting hurt. I think he's just a little shaken up. And I don't know why the Royals fans are booing here. That's kind of pathetic. Guy gets hurt and all right, whatever. All right, looks like Jazz is all right. He'll remain in the game. And it is a full count here to DJ LeMahieu. Play will resume. Austin Wells is waiting on deck. So let's see what happens here. As Clark is waiting for the signal from Furman, and he gets the signal there. It's a 3-2 count to DJ. Here's the payoff, and DJ pops that one up. It's in foul territory. Is it playable? It is not. It is out of play. DJ still staying alive here with 2 outs. So still 3 balls, 2 strikes here to DJ LeMahieu. Got a runner on third with 2 outs, top of the 6th. Yankees have a 5-1 lead. As Clark sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Ball 4 to DJ as he draws a 2-out walk. We got runners on the corners now. We got runners on first and third. And that'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate. Austin Wells in his last at bat hit a 3-run home run to give the Yankees a 5-1 lead. So let's see what Wells does here. So 5 career home runs versus the Royals for Wells. That's most versus any opponent. So Wells has a home run addiction here against the Royals. First pitch, ball 1, 1-0 to Austin Wells. Wells is 1 for 2, 3-run home run in the 4th. He's batting .224 right now with 11 home runs, 762 OPS for the catcher. And the 1-0, strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Austin Wells. Paul Goldschmidt is waiting on deck. He's 0 for 3 in tonight's game. As Clark sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Got him on that corner. Wells was like, okay, all right, I see you. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. As Wells steps back into the batter's box. He sets here on the 1-2 as Clark sets, pitches, and Wells fouls it back. It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wells is staying alive. Is this going to be another battle here? One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Yankees have a 5-1 lead here in the top of the 6th as Clark sets here on the 1-2 and the pitch. Inside, count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the Yankee catcher. And Clark sets here on the 2-2 and the pitch. And Wells fouls it. It is out of play as he stays alive. So another battle here for Austin Wells. Last at bat, he was battling against Noah. Now he's battling against Clark. As Clark sets here, here's the 2-2 pitch. It's a full count. So another full count here. So that'll release DJ from first base. So another 3-2 count here from Clark. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Wells calls time. And he sets in the batter's box. Clark sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Wells fouls it back. Still staying alive. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells as DJ makes his way back to first base. DJ, once again, will get a head start. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells as Clark sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Wells fouls it, still staying alive. It's a battle here, folks. It's a battle. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells. As Clark sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Wells, what a hit! And that ball is fair! That'll score 1 run. It's a 6-1 game. Let's see if DJ can score. DJ scores. It's a 7-1 game. 7-1 game. A 2-out double for Austin Wells. He's having himself a good night. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice piece of hitting there by Wells. So we got a runner on second with 2 outs now. That'll bring Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. Let's see if Goldschmidt could get his first hit of the game. He does not have a hit yet. He is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Let's see if they could get another run. Strike 1 to Paul Goldschmidt. It is 0-1 to Goldschmidt. So 5 RBI night for Austin Wells. Ties his career high from May 6th when they played the Padres. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. Yankees leading this game 7-1. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes as Goldschmidt fouled off that pitch. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt, who still does not have a hit in this game. He's 0 for 3 in tonight's game. He's looking for his first hit. As Clark sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Yankee first baseman. Trent Grisham is waiting on deck. He's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. Clark sets here against Goldschmidt. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that ball is a slow little grounder as Goldschmidt is in there with an infield single. So there's his first hit of the game. We got runners on first and third. This inning still staying alive. That'll bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. So looks like they're out there talking to Clark. They're having a little conference there on the mound. All right, Grisham will step in to the batter's box here to face Clark. Let's see if Grisham could keep this inning alive. And Clark throws over to first to check on Goldschmidt. as Goldschmidt makes his way back to first there. Grisham looking for his first hit of the game. He is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. As Clark sets here against Grisham. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1-0 to Trent Grisham. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. As Clark sets here on the 1-0 and the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. Clark sets on the 1-1. The pitch. Ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Trent Grisham. Clark sets here on the 2-1. And the pitch. Check swing, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. Let's see if Grisham could keep this inning alive. Let's see if they could get some more runs here. Yankees up by 6. It's a 7-1 game now. It's a 5 RBI night for Austin Wells. As Clark sets here on the 2-2. And the pitch. And Grisham fouls it back. Still staying alive. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees bats have been battling here in this inning, and it's been paying off for them. As Clark sets here against Grisham. And the 2-2. As Grisham, there's a hit for Grisham. That'll score Austin Wells. It's an 8-1 game. Let's go. We got runners on first and second. It's an RBI single for Trent Grisham. The inning is still going here, folks. It is still going. And that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. Nice piece of hitting there by Trent. Definitely needed that one. Clark still remaining in the game. We got runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Judge pops that ball up. Let's see who makes the play. Who are they going to be able to make it? It lands. It drops. It's a fair ball. Grisham goes to third. Goldschmidt scores. It's a 9-1 game. Let's go. Yankees just smashing in this inning. It's a 9-1 game. And the bats are alive. The bats are alive for the Yankees here, folks. So we got runners on first and third now with Cody Bellinger, 0 for 3. He's looking for his first hit of the game. And Bellinger hits that ball, and that will drop. That'll score Grisham. Judge goes to third. Runners on first and third. It is a 10-1 game. The Yankees are just pouring it on here in the top of the 6th. Oh, my God. And Clark is just getting hammered here by the Yankee bats. Bellinger gets his first hit of the game. Let's see what Volpe does. Can he keep this inning alive with runners on first and third as he takes ball 1 and Lynch the 4th. Warming up there in the bullpen. He's a left-handed pitcher for the Royals. And 1-0. Volpe fouls that one. It is out of play. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Anthony Volpe. Volpe's 1 for 3 in tonight's game. He had a double in the first inning. As Clark sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. Has been a long inning, but it's benefiting the Yankees greatly. As Clark sets here on the 2-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. As Clark sets here against Volpe. And the 2-2. And it's a grounder, hits to India, and that is out number 3. But the Yankees do pour it on here. It's a 10-1 game here, bottom of the 6th coming up. Oh my God. The Yankees bats were just on fire. They made them pay. Oh man. What an inning. What an inning. Yeah, bring on the Volpe comments. Go ahead. I knew the Volpe comments were going to happen. All right, let's check the leaderboard. Oh, snap. Desiree and Susan back to back. Stephen B at number 3. Desiree, the queen of the chat. Oh, man. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Yankees have a 10-1 lead here. And, folks, a career milestone for Cody Bellinger. He got his 1,000th career hit with that hit tonight. So congratulations to Cody Bellinger for getting his 1,000th career hit. So that's a big, big milestone. Great, good job to him. Congratulations to Cody Bellinger. So good job to Bellinger. But bottom of the 6th will be coming up here momentarily. India, Bobby Witt Jr., and Michael Garcia will be coming up. Yankees had 5 runs here in the top of the 6th. Theo says just what we needed. Ain't that the truth, man? And we are back to the game here. So far, should be a nice little, that should have been a nice little break there for Fried. So he should be cruising now as he faces Jonathan India, as India takes strike 1. It is 0-1 to Jonathan India. He is 0 for 2 in tonight's game. As Fried sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch. Oh, pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike now to India. As Fried sets on the 1-1 and the pitch. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Fried is 4th in ERA leaders. Chris Bubich is leading with 1.43. Eovaldi 1.56. Kodai Senga with 1.59. The 2-1. 3-1 now to India. 3 balls, 1 strike. As Fried sets here on the 3-1, the pitch. As India, that is a foul ball. It was a good hit, but foul. Full count now to India. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a full count. as Fried sets here on the 3-2 against India. And the payoff. And he hits that to right field, and that ball is foul. Wait, is that Alfonso Robario? Guy who played Carlton and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Has anybody else seen this? As Fried sets here on the 3-2 and the payoff. India pops that one to center field, looking up. Grisham, and that ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Jonathan India. It's a 10-2 game now. Yankees are up by 8. So India starts things off here in the bottom of the 6th with a home run. It is now a 10-2 game. He says Volpe made 2 outs in 1 inning. Man, he sucks. Oh, my God. Nice catch by the fan. And here we have Bobby Witt Jr., and he gets a single there. He gets his first hit of the game. Bobby Witt trying to go 2. Nope, he pumps the brakes. So Royals bats kind of coming alive here in the bottom of the 6th. So a leadoff home run and a single. Still nobody out. And we have Michael Garcia at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. And there's a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1. Oh! They get the runner out at second. Got to see that replay. Was that a bad throw by? Yeah, it might have been a bad throw by Volpe. Let's see. Yeah, DJ had to reach for that one. No, he was definitely out at second. He was on. Definitely stayed on the bag. Good play by DJ, but man, that could have been 2 right there, man. Come on. Well, good job to DJ for reaching for that. But we have 1 out with a runner on first now. And we have Pasquantino at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game as Fried sets here against Pasquantino. First pitch, ball 1. What's up, Mr. Coconuts? That could have been a double play, man. Just a kind of that was a bad throw, but once again, good job by DJ as Pasquantino pops it up out of play. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to Pasquantino. As Fried sets here on the 1-1. Looks over first. Here's a pitch. It is fouled. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Fried could get his 3rd strikeout of the game. As Fried sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Pasquantino. Fried sets. And the 2-2 pitch. Ball's in the dirt. Nice little block there by Wells. Full count now. Three balls, 2 strikes to Pasquantino. Nobody warming up in the Yankees bullpen just yet. as Fried sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. Third strikeout of the game for Max Fried. And we have two away now in the bottom of the sixth. And that'll bring up Salvador Perez, who's 1 for 2 in tonight's game. So runner on first, 2 outs. Yankees lead this game 10-2. As Fried sets, here's the pitch. Ball 1. It is 1-0 to Salvador Perez. Fried waiting for the signal. He gets the signal. He sets here on the 1-0. Checks at first. The pitch is a grounder, and Jazz picks it up. And, that was a bad throw. That ball gets away as Garcia goes to third. So that'll be an error. I'm going to say this right now. Jazz should have let that one go and just let Volpe handle it. I'm going to go ahead and just say it. But, yeah, that was Volpe's play to make. Jazz totally cut him off there, but and it was just a bad throw by Jazz. So that'll be an error. Should be an error on Jazz. So Matt Blake will come out to just try and settle Max Fried down here. Well, they ruled that a single. Oh no, it's a single and a throwing error by So it is an error on Jazz, but he should have just let Volpe handle that, man. Yeah, Jazz got the error, Susan. He cut off. He stepped in front of Volpe to get that ball, but he just couldn't. For real. Yeah, he should have just let Volpe handle it. I mean, I'm just there was no reason for that, but whatever. We could dissect this all day, but error is made. Inning is alive. Runners on first and third. That brings up Mark Canha, who's 0 for 2 in tonight's game. As Canha pops that one up in the infield, nobody cutting off DJ, and DJ makes the play for out number 3. We are going to the top of the 7th. The Royals do get their second run on a solo home run by Jonathan India. It is now a 10-2 game. Yep. So top of the 7th coming up here, folks. How are we feeling? Are we still comfortable with an 8-run lead? I just need to ask. I just want to make sure. You're all comfortable with an 8-run lead? Are you not happy that it's not a 9-run lead? Just let me know in the chat. 8 runs is semi-comfy, Wilkins says. All right, I understand. He figured Volpe would drop it. Rodney's not comfortable. Stephen B says he needs more watermelon. DM says need a 10-run lead. Yeah, so nobody's happy with the 8-run lead. I get it. Folks are never happy. Even if they had a 10-run lead, you'd be like, no, it needs to be 20. No, it needs to be 15. 10 is too little. But top of the 7th here will be coming up, folks. Yankees have a 10-2 lead. So Jazz, Chisholm, Dominguez, DJ, due up. We're trying to get back into the game here. Enough with the commercials. Come on. Yeah, right, Stephen B. Volpe has a secret KC parlay. Oh boy. All right, looks like we're back to the game here. Daniel Lynch the fourth will be taking over pitching duties for the Kansas City Royals. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will lead things off here in the top of the seventh. We're officially 2 hours and 6 minutes into tonight's game as Jazz Chisholm steps into the batter's box. And we got the left-handed pitcher Lynch the fourth on the mound. And the first pitch, ball one. 1-0 to Jazz Chisholm. One ball, one strike now to Jazz. Jazz is 1 for 3, had a double in the sixth. Scored a run, had a stolen base. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jazz. Lynch the fourth working quick here. And a 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Daniel Lynch. Or to Jazz Chisholm, sorry. Lynch the fourth sets here against Jazz. And a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as Jazz strikes out for out number 1. That'll bring up Jason Dominguez to the plate. And strike 1 to Dominguez. Dominguez is 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Had a couple singles, also scored a run. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Dominguez. Dominguez, let's see if he can get his third hit of the game. And a 1-1. And there's a single. It's a 3 for 4 game for the Martian. And by the way, all 3 of his hits from the right side of the plate, folks. Let's go. Nice piece of hitting there by Dominguez, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu to the plate. So let's see what DJ does here. He's 1 for 2, had a single, a walk, and scored 2 runs. As Lynch the fourth sets, here's the pitch. 1-0 to DJ LeMahieu. As Dominguez is on first base here in the top of the seventh. Strike 1 to DJ. 1 ball, 1 strike now to DJ LeMahieu. And 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to LeMahieu. The 2-1. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to DJ. We have 1 out here in the top of the seventh with a runner on first. Yankees have a 10-2 lead in tonight's game against the Royals. Dominguez takes his lead at first base. And a 3-1. DJ draws a walk, so runners on first and second. And that brings up Austin Wells, who's had himself a great night tonight so far. He is 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Had that 3-run home run that gave the Yankees the 5-1 lead. He has a 5 RBI night. Let's see if he can make it 6 or more. And he takes ball 1. 1-0 to Austin Wells. As Lynch the fourth sets here against Wells, and the 1-0. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes to the Yankee catcher. As Lynch the fourth sets here against Wells. Here's the 2-0. That is in their first strike. It is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Austin Wells. Runners take their lead there on first and second. Dominguez on second, DJ at first. And a 2-1. 3-1 now to Austin Wells. As Lynch the fourth sets here against Wells. Here's the 3-1, and Wells fouls it back. It is 3-2 now. So third time, Wells has a 3-2 count against him. Let's see how this pans out. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on, 1 out. Yankees have a 10-2 lead with an opportunity to add more runs here as Wells calls time. Just kind of readjusting his gloves there. Lynch the fourth sets here on the 3-2 and the payoff. And Wells strikes out looking. Wells thought it was ball 4, but nah, it was definitely looked like a strike from here, but that was the right call. See that replay. Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. Paul Goldschmidt now. Let's see what Paul Goldschmidt could do. Goldschmidt is 1 for 4 in tonight's game. It is an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. The 0-1. And throw. Oh, nice stop by Garcia. He throws over to first. And it was a long throw. And that is out number 3. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th here, folks. It is the 7th inning stretch. I'm going to take a small break. Go ahead, get up, stretch, get a food, get a snack, get a drink. Come right back here, folks. I'll leave you all with a little bit of tunes. Go boogie with yourselves. I'll be right back, folks. All right, we're back to the game. And Yariel De Los Santos warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. We have one away here in the bottom of the seventh. Max Fried still on the mound. Freddie Fermin at the plate. He's 1 for 2 in tonight's game. Fried sets. Here's the pitch. Strike one. The 0-1. And there's a grounder. Volpe fields it, throws it to first. 2 away here. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the seventh. Fried sets against Waters, who's 0 for 2. Check swing. He did go around. Strike one. As Fried sets on the 0-1. The pitch is fouled. It is 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. As Waters fouls that one, it is still 0-2. As Fried sets here on the 0-2. Let's see if he gets his 4th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And we're going to the top of the 8th. Good inning. So 4th strikeout of the night for Max Fried. On 6 hits, 7 innings pitched so far. He's at 91 pitches. Does he come back out for the 8th? Who knows? Jazz is at, or Fried is at 91. Jazz is hurt? None of them cheered for Soto? Ha, that's funny. Well, we are in a commercial break. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, that he should be done. Oh, he took himself out of the game on a hand injury? Oh, great. Come on, man. Yeah, he looked a little weird after that strikeout. Rockies fans were cheering for Soto to strike out. You better believe it, Susan. Hopefully, Petruzzi, as long as it's nothing serious, because the guy just came back from the IL, you know. All right. Game will resume here. Let's pull up the play-by-play or the game cast. And it looks like Fried's night is probably over. Teammates are congratulating him. So solid outing by Max Fried. I mean, 7 innings pitch, 6 hits, he only gave up 2 runs, struck out 4, no walks. Grisham is at the plate. And Trevor Richards is your new pitcher for the Kansas City Royals. The 0-1 as Grisham fouls that pitch off. It is 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham as that ball's in the dirt. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. We are here in the top of the 8th. Yankees have a 10-2 lead. As Richards sets on the 1-2, the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. The 2-2. Grisham hits that to center field, and that will drop for a single. Grisham now 2 for 4 in tonight's game. As Grisham starts things off here in the top of the 8th with a single. And that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. Let's see what Aaron Judge does here. He's 2 for 4 in tonight's game. First pitch. Judge fouls that one off. It is 0-1. Pitch to Judge was a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. As Richard sets on the 1-1, Judge fouls it off. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. As Judge fouls off that pitch, still staying alive. It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes to the captain. As Richard sets here on the 1-2, here's the pitch. And it's a slow grounder to Jonathan India. They get the runner out at second, and that's all they're going to get. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th as Judge is on there on a fielder's choice. So Cody Bellinger, player of the week, last 6 games, 333 average, 1 home run, 3 ribbies, a 926 OPS. Bellinger has just been on fire lately. So Bellinger fouls off the first pitch. It is out of play. It is 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's 1 for 4 in tonight's game. Had an RBI single in the 6th. Bellinger calls time. One ball, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. So we got a runner on first, top of the 8th. 10-2 game. Yankees are leading. As Richard sets here against Bellinger on the 1-1 and the pitch. Bellinger pops that one up to left field. And it looks like the play is made for out number 2 as Judge gets back to first base, and that'll bring up, you guessed it, Anthony Volpe, who was 1 for 4 in tonight's game. And the first pitch to Volpe. Volpe fouls off the first pitch. It is 0-1 to Anthony Volpe. Richard sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. And the 0-2 is fouled. No balls, 2 strikes still to Anthony Volpe as he's staying alive. As Richard sets here on the 0-2, and the pitch to Volpe is fouled. Volpe staying alive. As Richard sets here on the 0-2 against Volpe. And the pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. And the 1-2. Volpe hits a slow grounder to Garcia. Let's see if the play is made. It is not. Oh, that ball was way high. And going to third is Judge. Oh, that was Tolbert. My apologies. Tolbert takes over at third. So that should be an error on Tolbert. Yeah, Volpe would have beaten that out anyway. Yeah, Volpe would have beaten that throw out. Even if it was barehanded, he still would have beaten that throw. And Oswald Peraza is in the game. He's filling in for Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm did leave the game with an injury. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. He just came back from the IL, so hopefully he doesn't go back on the IL. Hopefully it's just a precautionary thing. As Peraza takes strike 2, it is 0-2 to Oswald Peraza. As Richard sets on the 0-2, as Peraza hits that ball, but it is foul, out of play. Still staying alive. It's still no balls, 2 strikes here to Oswald Peraza. We have runners on first and third with 2 outs, top of the 8th. Yankees have a 10-2 lead. And the 0-2 just misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Oswald Peraza. As Richard sets on the 1-2, that pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Peraza. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Yankees have a 10-2 lead. Let's see if they can add more. As Richard sets here on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. And Peraza strikes out swinging. And that'll take us to the bottom of the 8th. So bottom of the 8th coming up here, folks. 10-2 game. India, Tolbert, and Garcia will be coming up here in the bottom of the 8th. All right. But I appreciate you all tuning in. Once again, make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Yankees have a 10-2 lead. Let's check this leaderboard. Dang, Stephen B at number 1, Beagle at 2, Petruzzi at 3. Dang, the ladies got kicked out. Oh, snap. Let's check these other scores around Major League Baseball. Dang, the Rangers are killing the Twins 16-4. The Brewers are winning 4-1 against the Braves in the top of the 9th. The Blue Jays are beating St. Louis 10-6 in the top of the 9th. The White Sox are beating the Astros 4-1 in the top of the 8th. The Rockies are beating the Giants 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. 0-0 between the Angels and A's in the top of the 3rd. 0-0 between the Padres and Dodgers. That should be a good game. Bottom of the 2nd, that game just started. Seattle and Arizona, bottom of the 2nd, 0-0. 5-3, Tigers beat the Orioles. 1-0, Reds beat the Guardians. So in an Ohio showdown. The Marlins beat the Pirates 3-2. Cubs beat the Phillies 8-4. Mets won in extra innings 5-4 against the Nationals. The Red Sox beat the Rays 3-1. So those are your scores, folks. And Yariel De Los Santos is taking over pitching duties for the New York Yankees. It's 0-1 to Jonathan India. As India pops that one up, it's a little blooper. DJ with the play. Let's go for out number 1. What a play by DJ LeMahieu. What? And that'll bring up Tyler Tolbert. Now let's see what Tyler Tolbert does. 13 games so far, no hits and 5 at-bats. And first pitch, or no, it's 1-1 now. 1-1. And the 1-1 to Tolbert is a grounder. Oh, and it passes both Peraza and Volpe as Tolbert is on there with a single. And that'll bring up Michael Garcia to the plate. Garcia is 0-3 in tonight's game. And first pitch to Garcia is in there for strike 1. Garcia is 0-3 in tonight's game. As De Los Santos sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Michael Garcia. And a 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garcia. Let's see if De Los Santos could get his first strike out of the game. As De Los Santos sets here. And a 2-2 pitch. Full count. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Garcia. As De Los Santos sets here on the 3-2. And the payoff. And it is a walk for Garcia. So 2 runners on now for the Royals. We got Tolbert and Garcia now. That'll bring Pasquantino to the plate with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Pasquantino is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. And a pitch. Strike 1. 0-1 to Pasquantino. As De Los Santos sets on the 0-1. And the pitch. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Pasquantino. And the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Vinny Pasquantino. The 1-2. As Pasquantino fouls it off, still staying alive. And the 1-2. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Pasquantino. Yankees are up by 4 games ahead of the Blue Jays. Right now, Blue Jays are in second place. Rays fall to third. Red Sox in fourth. Orioles in fifth. And the 2-2. Line drive, but fouled. Pasquantino still staying alive. De Los Santos sets. And the 2-2. And that is popped up. And it looks like DJ is right there to make the play for out number 2. We have 2 away now here in the bottom of the 8th. So 2 outs here now, folks. And that'll bring up Salvador Perez, who's 2 for 3 in tonight's game. He's got a couple of singles. Runners take their lead on first and second. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to Salvador Perez. Perez sets on the 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Del's can get a strike out of the game and get out of this inning. And the 0-2. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Salvador Perez. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. The Yankees have a 10-2 lead here as Tolbert and Garcia take their leads. De Los Santos sets here on the 1-2, and the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It looks like we got Ben Rice at the dish, who's on catching duties right now. Didn't notice Rice was in the game. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Salvador Perez as De Los Santos sets the 2-2. Foul ball, still staying alive. De Los Santos sets the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. And we're going to the top of the 9th here, folks. Yankees are 3 outs away. Dominguez, LeMahieu, Rice coming up here in the top of the 9th. Yankees lead 10-2. And go vote player of the game here, folks. Go vote. Who is the player of the game? Those are your choices right there. If you think it's somebody else, go ahead and type your answer. But let me know who you think the player of the game is. Yeah, you better believe it. But go vote in the poll. Let me know what you all think. We are in a commercial break. Yep, Stephen B. still in first place. As far as top fans go, Stephen B. Followed up by Beagle, followed up by Petruzzi. Yeah, so far I got 5 votes. Wells is leading right now. Well, we are in a commercial break. I do appreciate all of you hanging out for this play-by-play. We're going to the top of the 9th here. Yankees are up 10-2. Oh, okay. Someone will probably pass them. Yeah, probably. But go ahead and vote for your player of the game. Let me know who you all are thinking. All right. And we should be getting back to the game here in just a moment. All right, here we have Dominguez leading things off, and he hits a line drive right to the first baseman. Wow, nice play there by Caglione as he takes a hit away. Caglione is playing first base. He's taking over for Salvador Perez. Look at the replay here. Yeah, hard hit ball. Nice little play there, and tosses it to Richards for out number 1. That'll bring up DJ LeMahieu to the plate. Yeah, Dominguez definitely got robbed. John Rave is taking over at right field for the Royals. We have DJ LeMahieu, who is 1 for 2 in tonight's game. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball goes to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike now to DJ. As Richard sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. Whoa! That almost hit DJ. 2 balls, 1 strike now to DJ LeMahieu. And 2-1. As DJ hits that into the gap, and that'll drop. Let's see if he goes for two. He is going for two, and he is in there with a one-out double. DJ LeMahieu, 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Let's go. Runner on second, and that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. Nice piece of hitting there by DJ. DJ says, I got this. So let's see what Ben Rice does as Rice takes ball one. It is 1-0 to Ben Rice. So far, Rice is batting .241 with 12 homers, 25 ribbies, an OPS of .825. The 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. And the 1-1. Rice pops that one up. And it looks like Tolbert is right there to make the play. That is out number 2 now. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. So let's see what Goldschmidt does here with 2 outs. Well, actually, J.C. Escada is going to pinch hit for Paul Goldschmidt. So let's see what J.C. Escada could do. So Goldschmidt's night is over. All right, first pitch. Strike 1 to J.C. Escada. As Richard sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch. As Escada fouls that one back. It is 0-2 now to J.C. Escada. As Escada waits here for Richards on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Blocked by Furman. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to J.C. Escada. And 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball gets away. And DJ will move over to third base. So we got a runner on third now with 2 outs. And it's a 2-2 count to J.C. Escada. As Richard sets here. And a 2-2. And J.C. Escada hits a grounder to Jonathan India. He tosses it to Richards for out number 3. And we are going to the top of the 9th here, folks. Top of the 9th coming up here, folks. Make sure you all go vote in the poll. Looks like 8 votes and 62% of you said Austin Wells. Definitely had himself a good night. I mean, Fried had a great night too, but yeah, Wells definitely stood out tonight. Oh, Susan moved to number 3. Stephen B still maintaining number 1. Beagle is at number 2. Susan's at 3 now. All right, Rodney. Thanks for joining, dude. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great night. But we are slowly winding down here, folks. 3 more outs and we win. That's right. 1 more inning. 1 more inning. Yeah, we're almost 3 hours into tonight's game. I thought it would have been less just because of because of how the game was going. But there was that long fifth inning where the Yankees put up sixth inning where the Yankees put up 5 runs. And JC Escotto will be in the game at first base. And it's looking like Yariel de los Santos is probably going to close out the ninth. So Yankees have this 3-game set against the Royals. Then they travel to Fenway, 3-game set against Boston. Then they have a 4-game set against the Angels back at Yankee Stadium. And then followed by 3-game set against the Baltimore Orioles. So we got JC Escada at first base. Yariel de los Santos is still in the game. And Mark Canha will start things off for the Royals here in the top of the ninth. Canha's 0 for 3 in tonight's game. First pitch, strike 1 to Canha. As De Los Santos sets on the 0-1 and the pitch. It is 1-1 now to Mark Canha. As De Los Santos sets here on the 1-1 and the pitch is popped up. And it looks like Ben Rice is going to make the play for out number 1. The Yankees are 2 outs away from winning this game. All right, and here we have Caglione at the plate. He's 1 for 3, and he gets his first hit of the game. It's a single to right field. So Caglione with a one-out single. And that'll bring up Freddie Fermin to the plate. So Freddie Fermin is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. So let's see what Fermin does here with 1 out, with a runner on first, as De Los Santos sets here against Fermin. First pitch, ball 1. It is 1-0 to Fermin. Yankees are 2 outs away from getting this win in the series opener against the Royals. As De Los Santos sets on the 1-0 and the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It is 1-1 now to Fermin. Fermin sets here on the 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes out of Fermin. Let's see if De Los Santos can get his second strike out of the game. As De Los Santos sets on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Yeah, a double play would be awesome right now. Let's see if they get it. Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees bullpen, or in the Yankees bullpen. And the 2-2. It's a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1. There's 2. No, they could not get the double play, but they do get the runner out at second. Fermin is safe at first. He makes it on there with a fielder's choice. And the Yankees are now 1 out away from winning this game. And that'll bring up Drew Waters to the plate. First pitch. And that is hit to center field, and that will drop as Waters keeps this game alive. He gets his first hit of the game, and that'll bring up Jonathan India. We're back to the top of the lineup for the Royals. So we got runners on first and second with 2 outs. Yankees still have a 10-2 lead here. Yankees are 1 out away from winning this game. It is 0-1 to Jonathan India. And the 0-1. Did he go? No, he did not. That was called a ball. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to De Los Santos. Or to Jonathan India, sorry. As De Los Santos sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. It is fouled. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Let's see if De Los Santos could get his second strike out of the game as he sets here against India. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to India. All right. De Los Santos sets. Here's the 2-2. Just misses. It's a full count. De Los Santos thought he had it. India calls time. Three, 2 count. And the payoff. And bases are loaded as India draws a walk. So a 2-out walk. Bases are loaded. And that'll bring up Tolbert. And Boone has seen enough. As Tim Hill will probably come into the game. De Los Santos threw 40 pitches. So that should bring in Tim Hill, who was warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. And here comes Tim Hill. Tolbert will be due up. We are in a commercial break here, folks. But how are we feeling, though? How are we doing, folks? How are we doing on this Tuesday night? Yeah, I know bases are loaded. So hopefully Tim Hill can just close it out. Yeah, I know, really. Yeah, hopefully Tim Hill can just come in, close it out, and the game will end. We're officially 3 hours into this game. Can you believe it? Let's check this poll here real quick. So 9 votes, and Wells is leading with 56%. So go vote if you have not voted yet. And who are the top fans? DM number 1. Whoa, Desiree at number 2, Susan at number 3. Stephen B has just dropped off. So DM is at the number 1 spot, and we got the ladies at 2 and 3. Desiree at 2, Susan at 3. Oh man. All right, and here we have Tim Hill in the game, and Tolbert is at the plate. It is ball one to Tolbert. It is 1-0. Tyler Tolbert took over third base. He had a single in the 8th inning. Let's see if he could keep this inning alive. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. As Hill sets on the 1-0, here's the pitch. That is fouled. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Tolbert. Hill sets on the 1-1. Whoa, did he hit him? No, he didn't. That pitch was just way inside. It was just the way Tolbert reacted. It is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Tyler Tolbert. And a 2-1. Way inside again. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Let's close this game out here, folks. Come on. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Tolbert. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Yankees have a 10-2 lead. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and it's fouled. It's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Hill trying to close out this game as he sets here on the 3-2. The payoff is popped up. And who's going to make the play? You got a few guys running after. It looks like Bellinger is right there to make the play. And that's the game, folks. That's the game. The Yankees win 10-2. Let's go. Yankees get their 40th win of the season. So congratulations to the New York Yankees for getting their 40th win of the season. Good game by the Yankees. Overall, it was just great. I mean, Judge gets his 24th home run of the season. Wells with a 5 RBI night. He had a 3-run homer. Fried gets his 9th win of the season. He is 9-1 with a 1.84 ERA. Great job. Great overall, just a great job. I mean, everybody, from the bats to the pitching, everybody looked really good tonight here, folks. Everybody looked really good. Great job to the Yankees. So let's see what they do in Game 2 tomorrow. What is the pitch? I believe it should be Will Warren on the mound tomorrow. I think it's Will Warren because Max Fried pitched tonight, so it should be Will Warren tomorrow night. Yeah, it was a long game. 3 hours. It was just a little over 3 hours. So, yeah, good bounce back win after those 2 disgraceful losses against the Red Sox. Hopefully the Yankees can secure the series with a win tomorrow. So we'll see how things work out. But it should be Will Warren tomorrow because I think he pitches after Max Fried. I'm pretty sure. It should be Will Warren. But we'll see how it all plays out. But yeah, let me try and see if I can see who's pitching tomorrow. But it's got to be Will Warren because I remember going to that Rocky series. Max Fried pitched on that the Saturday, and the day after was Will Warren. So it should be Warren, then yeah, because it should be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it's 5 days rest. Judge gets 2 home runs tomorrow. That would be cool. That would be cool. But overall, a great game, folks. Yankees win this game 10-2. I'm going to close things out here, but I do appreciate all you guys and gals for hanging out. Same time tomorrow, we'll do a pregame. I'll be here for the play-by-play, so we'll do it all over again. So looks like we got 10 votes. I will end the poll here. Looks like Freed and Wells are both at 50-50. And let's check the fans. Who are the top fans? So, yeah, DM is at 1, Desiree at 2, Susan at 3. But have a great night, everyone. Thank you all very, very much. I do greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're watching this for the first time, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Share this channel out with everybody you know. Thank you all very, very much. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow. And as always, let's go.